I'm Josphat Nyika, the facilitator for the Livestock Conference that is upcoming. Maybe just my background, I'm a livestock person, livestock specialist. I like to describe myself as a livestock enthusiast. More than a specialist, I'm also a livestock farmer. So yes, I'll be handling in terms of the facilitation, the conference to discuss the issues around the January disease, especially in Matabeleland region. January disease is probably you would know and others would know it's a tick-borne disease. It's a disease born out of ticks. It is a very difficult name to pronounce. It's called Theileriosis, which is derived from the causative agent Theileria parva, which is transmitted by the ticks. But I wouldn't go into those technical details about the disease. That's the purview for the Department of Veterinary Services. But it's a devastating disease, very, very devastating disease. We've seen massive losses of cattle, especially due to the disease. The disease has traditionally been domiciled in the higher rainfall region areas of this country, the Mashonaland East and maybe Mashonaland Central. But it has since migrated to this part of the country, which is generally dry region, and this is part of the conversation that we want to have during the conference, to say are there new knowledges that the farmers should know in terms of what has attributed the movement or migration of the disease from its traditional areas of occurrence to Matabeleland region, and what can the farmers do, what can be done to contain, to prevent the diseases, because the losses are massive. I think we've seen it in the media, where quite huge numbers of animals lost per farm. That's massive. Cattle investment is our mainstay in this part of the country, and any loss in that direction is really very, very impactful to the farmer. We look forward to having farmers to this conference to come and share their experiences, share their frustrations, share their disappointments, and share their joys around farming, but to share mostly on the practical action that can be taken to prevent any losses and any spread of this disease. I think that should be really the axis of the conversations around this conference, to say how can we stop the spread of this disease so that we protect the investment that people make in terms of cattle. Cattle they are high value commodities. When a cattle sale about 2 weeks ago, with a bull going for 9,000. Imagine you bought a bull for 9,000 and you take it to your farm. A month down the line, it's gone because of this disease. That's a massive loss. So we really look forward to practical steps in terms of what can be done to prevent such losses. Thank you.
My name is Limukani Ncube. I'm the editor for Sunny News, and I'm one of the organizers for the effective livestock disease management conference, reviving the livestock sector for Vision 2030 and tackling the January disease. So the whole idea is that we, as Sunny News, as Zimpapers, the leading media house in the country, we saw it fit to organize a conference of this nature, where all stakeholders can come together and discuss about ways, to manage or control January disease, because we have realized that over the years, when it's towards the end of the year and the start of the year, our diary is full of stories where farmers are counting their losses, having lost a lot of cattle to January disease. So we thought it's a good idea to create a platform, where farmers, the government, and other stakeholders can come together and discuss about ways, of combating January disease. So basically, as Sunny News, we're just coming in here. We're just coming in, as as an organization that is actually just creating that platform of engagement, because we notice that livestock is very, very key to the people of Matabeleland and surrounding areas. It is also something that is very dear when it comes to the policies and interventions at government level. The National Development Strategy 1 also speaks of a livestock economy, and we believe that that livestock economy will not come to fruition if diseases that affect cattle are not taken care of. So that is basically one of the reasons why we decided to come up with this conference. We are glad that the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development has come in on board full time, and the guest of honor is going to be the Permanent Secretary, Professor Obert Jiri. The Chief Director in the Ministry, Dr. Nyika, is also coming in as well as one of the speakers. And we have, I think, a diverse panel. We have a diverse panel of experts, veterinary guys who are very much knowledgeable on the veterinary side. We also have the farmers themselves to come in and share their testimonies. We also have rural farmers, who have lost a lot of cattle, who will also be part of the conference. We have people from Fort Rixen, where one farmer lost up to 50 cattle, to general disease at one go. So all those people are also coming in. So we believe that that's a rich panel that's going to help, policymakers to come up with a way of controlling this disease, because we believe that general disease should actually be defeated before it even occurs. In other ways, it should be controlled. We don't want to be talking about treatment. We should be talking about control measures, so that no one actually loses their livestock with disease. But the long and short of it is that Sunny News and Zimpapers, we're just coming in, as technical partners to offer a platform where stakeholders come in and discuss and map the way forward. Thank you.